BBC Radio Derby.
Hello, a very good morning to you. It's Sunday the 3rd of November and welcome to Sunday Breakfast. Very good morning to you from me, Dean Pebble. It's Sunday Breakfast here on BBC Radio Derby, just after 4 minutes past 6. Coming up in this hour, well, not too long now before we hear from David O'Connell, who's going to look at the story behind the hymn, this week focusing on How Can I Keep Singing? We're going to bring things right back to Derbyshire and East Staffordshire in style now, because it's time for this week's story behind the hymn with our Willington songwriter, David O'Connell.
In 1869, an American Baptist minister called Robert Lowry published a songbook called Bright Jewels for the Sunday School. It included a hymn which began, "My heart flows on in endless song." Lowry had written the tune. We don't know who wrote the words. We do know it was probably a Christian, since it included the phrase, "Christ is Lord of heaven and earth." The song has a haunting, a mystical quality. Life is shot through with suffering and pain, but running right through it too, even deeper, amazingly, is the promise, no, the foretaste, of a new heaven and a new earth, where goodness, beauty and joy triumph. And the response of the songwriter? It's the title of the song, How Can I Keep From Singing? I said it was mystical, but that doesn't mean it was airy-fairy. We're not talking pie in the sky here. It keeps its feet on the ground. It's more William Blake's Tiger than Howard Blake's Snowman. That's why the song was taken up by the folk revivalist protest movement of the 1950s and 60s. Those folk singers were looking for a new earth too, right here. A Quaker called Doris Penn had learnt the song from her grandmother and had added the verse about the death knell for tyrants and freedom for stitched-up protesters. Then Pete Seeger got hold of it and began to sing it. If you don't know him, check out the song Where Have All the Flowers Gone? In 1991, an album called Shepherd Moons was released and went on to win a Grammy. The singer was the hugely popular artist Enya. On the album was a track which she had also released as a single. It got into the UK Top 40 chart. It was called, of course, How Can I Keep From Singing? She had followed the example of the protest movement in changing the words Christ is Lord of heaven and earth to Love is Lord. This, I believe, was to make the song inclusive. Whilst coming from a Catholic background and having sung before the Pope, her own beliefs she keeps private. We just don't know what they are. But what we do know is that with Enya's distinctive voice layering, synthesized backdrops and ethereal reverberations, this is a great version of the song.
My life goes on in endless song above earth's lamentation. I hear the real door fall.
How Can I Keep From Singing? That's the version from Enya. And you heard the story behind the hymn just a short while before that with our Willington songwriter David O'Connell.